because like if I happen to like just like stretch my feet out too far to like I touch one of the back cables well to like the internet, I'll lose the internet. It's just like, oh great. Hello, Shaban.
And we are live.
Oh, okay, we are live. Hello, lads, lasses, and enemy badasses. Right when Shaban joined the call, and we can hear you, Shaban. So you're
If the person who's going to be doing most of the talking finally gets here, we can start.
Yes, that's not a bad thing, Shaban. That you do most of the talking.
Oh, Mahone.
Also, like I said to John and
Oh,
Joey,
Mahone.
yes. No Isaiah Taylor today. He's with a friend working on a cosplay of his, so that's why he won't be
Why
like.
do you gotta be like that?
I don't know. He decided to like spend time with his other friends and not like us as his friends as well
Right,
too.
'cause he
Doing
hates
something
that.
really fun that he loves to do.
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
He could do that, but he has to do that instead of us because he hates us now. No, that's it.
What kind of loser
hello.
has friends?
All right, Isaiah. It's okay that you hate us. It's okay. It's okay. I'll remember that.
Hello, Methril.
I hope he's having a blast.
Yes, I hope so too. So it's been another week. How's everyone doing?
7.
Doing okay.
Yeah,
Six,
you.
6.5.
Fascists are still in control.
Oh yeah. But speaking of the
Capitalism
patch,
still sucks.
oh, capitalism still sucks. Yes. But apparently there's been some infighting amongst the fascists, which honestly not surprising.
Over the Epstein files. Weird.
That too, yes. It's like there's and apparently maybe I don't know where exactly this was mentioned. Maybe in like the emails or the Epstein files or something like that. I haven't followed the news that much. I just hear people talk about how Bill Clinton gave Trump a blowjob, and seemingly some of the MAGA people are.
I thought it was the opposite.
Oh
Trump
right.
gave-
Yeah,
It was Trump gave. Yeah.
Just like he fucked the couch.
Yes,
Right.
right. Yes. Yeah. But does it count as sex or not? Because believe it or not, back to the Lewinsky scandal as well thing is that like before like '94 or something like that, in surveys like 20% of like young people like between 18 and 24 or something like that, I think, they would say that oral sex is not sex. So just 20%, so just 1 out of 5.
They would
But
say that what?
if they will say that oral sex is not sex. 20% will say oral sex is not sex as well too. But after 1994, it became 40%. So after 1994, after the Monica Lewinsky thing, and the Clerks movie also happened as well too.
Motivated reasoning, doo-dah.
Yeah, also remember that he didn't inhale.
Right, exactly. And he also argued
Like I used to say about my pharmaceutical days, unlike Clinton, I inhaled like a motherfucker.
or it's like it depends on the definition of is. And it's just like okay. But no, yeah. So like apparently the Trump gave Bill Clinton the blowjob. I don't care either way. I'm just like not surprised that the fascist reactionaries are more bothered by that than Trump having sexual relations with like raping a 15-year-old girl.
Mm-hmm.
But these people, of course. So yeah. So that was like one of the
This is
things.
like with Marjorie Taylor Greene, the bitch that stole my pen name. My old pen name was spelled the same way. But the last name of my pen name. But everybody's like, oh, the media. Ugh, I really hate legacy media. The legacy media is like, oh, look, Marjorie Taylor seems to be turning over a new leaf, and she's, disavowing Trump. But no, she's still the same shitty bigot she's always been.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
it's
Just like Liz Cheney.
yes. Well, they just like the only
Just
reason
like
that,
Adam, what the fuck is his last name? You and I were talking about him just
Carolla?
yes.
Schiff?
No, Schiff. Although I don't like Schiff either.
Sandler? There's a lot of
The
Adams.
Republican.
Republican.
Swalwell.
Well, Eric Swalwell, but no, Kinzinger, Adam Kinzinger. Okay. Another asshole. Just because they hate Trump, and they do, and for all the right reasons. Well.
Yes. Some of the right reasons.
Some of the right reasons. Because Liz Cheney supports every single thing that Trump has tried to do. She just doesn't like the fact that Trump did it.
or how like brash that Trump is as well too. That's what some
Right.
like Republicans would say as well too.
Like,
They
like
don't
I
care
always
about the
say,
rate. They care that he's bragging about it by using naughty words.
Mm-hmm.
Trump is the mushroom
Penis.
that grew in the field of shit that the GOP has been growing for the last 50 years.
Yeah, but I think the real reason
Yeah,
that
and
much.
he's not the edible or useful kind.
Oh yeah, that's true. He's not the edible useful mushroom.
Remember Terry Pratchett's rule: every mushroom is edible once.
Can you survive it
One
or
of my
not?
favorite
That's the
authors,
question.
by the way, if people don't know. I love
Right.
books.
No. Oh yeah, the Literano also loves like Terry Pratchett, and Terry Pratchett's well loved on this podcast as well too. But like I think the real reason that Marjorie Taylor Greene is just going against Trump is that like he didn't endorse her for like the Senate run. He said no, don't run for the Senate as well too. So I think it's just like that, and so
It's just infighting.
yeah, it's just
Before we get deeply into that, just on the last note on Terry Pratchett, because I'm trying not to info dump, which I can because I've read all of his books, all 37. If you want to watch a Christmas movie that's not a Christmas movie, okay, if you want to watch a movie where there's a lot of death, okay, like I wrote it or something, you know, a lot of my books are like Lovecraft, everybody dies. If you want to watch a really good Christmas-y movie, Hogfather, like John said, absolutely. Hands down, it is, in my opinion, the best. And y'all know how picky I am, because I'm a huge fan of Christmas. How picky I am about Christmas movies, but to me, that movie is like a 9.5 out of 10.
Nice.
I will be right back.
Okay, my favorite Christmas a recommendation for me for Christmas movies is always like Tokyo Godfathers, but of course I recommend an anime movie from like a director I happen to like as well too.
Oh, yeah.
But he
know
also
shit about anime, so I can't recommend. The only anime I can recommend, because I've seen them, okay, are Spirited Away, Howl's Moving Castle, and Princess Mononoke. And I had an argument with a joking around argument, not a mean argument, with a friend of mine working at Walmart who was he's also like 20 years younger than I am, hugely into anime, okay? And so I called my daughter because I knew she would be awake. My daughter's otaku. I knew she would be awake, okay, at this time of day, whatever. And I called her and put her on speakerphone, and they got into a discussion of it. And you know that old... I wish I could use the word stereotype, but it's also true, of the geek who knows a ton about whatever the topic is.
Their special interest? Their special interest? Yeah.
Right, yeah. But also criticizes people who don't know as much as they do and puts them down.
I hate that kind of person.
Quite that bad, but he would lightly make fun of people like that, like me, and I don't care because I don't know shit about anime. I'll be the first to admit it. My daughter trashed his ass. Like, you know, if she was taking him to school, she'd take him to PhD, okay, on anime. And she speaks some, and I'm sure it's probably horribly accented, but she speaks some Japanese.
Yes.
Simply because she's watched so many anime films that are closed captioned for English on the bottom, but spoken in the original Japanese.
Yep, subtitled. Yep.
Now, I have no clue.
Is baka. I know a few words as well too here and there. I know what opai means is boobs. And yeah, this is like those kind of like nerds as well too. They like to prove their kung fu with their nerdery or their knowledge of Star Wars or Star Trek and like
especially comic book nerds.
Oh yes.
For some reason, I don't know why. That's just now. And again, that could be a stereotype because there are a lot of comic bookers now who I follow on Facebook who are queer.
Yes.
Famous queer comic book artists, whatever. Okay, and they ain't putting up with all this misogynistic bullshit.
Oh yeah, it's like there's a lot of like queer characters in like comics as well too.
What is his name? I'll have to look it up in a little bit. I'll look it up and maybe I'll put it in the comments. The different people that I follow because there's about.
Let's see.
I like your hat.
Thank you. I'm being low key about it. No, actually, someone
Reminds
actually.
me, by the way, speaking of nerds, okay, Anki Cosplay. Follow her. If you do not follow her on Cosplay, if you do not follow her on Facebook and other places, she's other places, follow her. Okay, she's a great cosplayer and a very great person, in my opinion.
Okay.
Following her for a few years.
You can put it in the chat,
so-
live chat right now.
So,
that way it'll be like on the stream forever in the live chat for replays as well too. Because unfortunately, once this like
you just look for that Anki Cosplay on Facebook.
okay, Anki cosplay. Okay,
all one word.
Yeah.
But so she calls her mom, who lives with her, Mama T,
Nice.
and her boyfriend's name is Deontay. So Deontay and I joke a lot, as a lot of people do, her followers. Okay, we have a lot of fun on the page, and one of the fun that we have on the page is when the racists come in every single day. And before she boots them, if they get too egregious, she allows us to play with them. But anyway, so Deontay and I were joking about something, and he said something along the lines of she's low key, talking about Mama Key, her mom. She's low key, not big, or something like that. I said, well, considering that she's barely taller than Anki, she's always going to be, wait for it, low key. And he's like, you realize she's going to kick your ass when she sees this, right?
Yes.
Awesome person, and probably one of the best cosplayers I've seen. Okay. She's hosted, or helped partially host, they've invited her, and she gets her way paid to different conventions and whatever. She does everything from all sorts of anime that I have no idea who the hell it is, to what is his name? Edward Scissorhands.
Tim Burton.
Johnny Depp in the movie. What the hell is the name of the movie? Barbara.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
She has done Tia Dawn and does a great version.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
No, it's the movie that he did.
Sleepy Hollow.
The take on Barbara of Seville from Shakespeare.
I'm not familiar with.
Barbara of Fleet Street.
Yes. Which is the name of it. I can't think of the name of the movie right now. But anyway, she's done a cover of that. Okay.
Okay.
She's done all sorts of Fae stuff. Okay, which I absolutely love when she does her pagan shit. Okay. And then she's also done a whole lot of supporting trans people stuff. I mean, a whole bunch of shit. Okay. Sweeney Todd. That's it.
I saw that as well too. Yeah. Sweeney Todd.
I said that, but you must not have heard it.
Yeah.
Sometimes hearing doesn't work very well.
Right.
But yeah, she does just a bunch of phenomenal stuff. And then there's also, I did follow Ash. I'm not a believer in an afterlife, but if I were, rest in peace. Another reason I hate racists.
Yeah. Actually, I kind of tease this in my preview for promoting this as well too, because interestingly, definitely not Barbara Seville. That's very different. Yeah, I imagine so. I did see Sweeney Todd. I did see the Sweeney Todd with starring Johnny Depp and I forgot to Louis Connor. I just want that. Yeah. I did like that movie. Anyway, but this kind of happened this last week is in a Discord that I accidentally got put back in. That's a whole nother story. Someone was sharing entertainment news, just a YouTube short about what was it said as well too. I think it was the Japan is going to upset the woke critics as well too, and it started a little conversation. I finally decided to say something as well too, because
Japan was going to upset the woke critics.
So the title of the short that the streamer just shared as well too. Japan told woke critics to back off as well too, and this person shared that because they like that, because that means they're taking politics. They're not the subtitles or dubbers or people who dub anime or write the subtitles for anime, something like that. They're not putting politics into anime, and they would like that to for politics be removed from anime. It's
Have they
also
never-
Demons raping high school girls is purely apolitical.
Right.
A matter
Have
of
they
fact,
never
that's why
seen
those Republicans
Metropolis?
doing it.
Have they? That's the other anime I've seen. Have they never seen Metropolis?
Oh, Metropolis is great. The 2001 Metropolis is great. I say like it's unique enough from the 1927, the first time Metropolis, to be its own thing as well too. So it's not taking anything from other worlds. But like, yeah. So the example that like the streamer who used to be a friend of mine, again, that's the whole long story. Like dislikes when they put like when the subtitles put in the word patriarchy, or the dubbers put in the word patriarchy in a scene where women are comparing swimsuits, and I'm just like. I almost want to say it's like you're the kind of people that call us still flags, and yet you're upset by the word patriarchy being put into like subtitles. But
remember, there's I think like almost a dozen that I know of Facebook groups with this some sort of version of this. Every conservative accusation is a confession.
yes. Oh, this person
It's
wouldn't say
all
that.
That comes up every week.
Yeah, exactly. This person wouldn't say they're conservative. They're just like in the middle as well too. That kind. Yeah,
Between-
Yeah,
exactly.
that's
I made a meme the other day.
right
You know the
Yes, I
NPC
agree.
meme where they say something, a person responds, they have like a neutral reaction, then they have an angry reaction.
Mm-hmm.
So they said, "I'm not left or center. I'm right. I'm not left or right. I'm center." And the person said, "But you won't criticize the right, will you?" And that's when they got the angry face.
Yeah, exactly. It's so yeah. My point is like everything is political, and it's like I posted this like something like that. Asking a question on Facebook. I think my sibling said it the best as well too. I think I basically asked, "Is it possible to tell stories that are completely devoid of politics?" I say no because my sibling also pointed out
Stop
that
being
like
so political. Charlie Kirk did politics the right way.
fuck Charlie Cook and fuck Extra Crying as well too for saying that like Charlie Cook did politics the right way. But like my sibling said, even if you told a story that's devoid of any politics or political implications, both the storyteller and the audience exists in a political context that colors how the story is received and interpreted.
And people who get to pretend not to care are the ones who are currently benefiting.
My
Yep.
mere existence as a trans woman is political.
Oh,
Not
yes.
anything I do, not anything I say, not anything I wear. Shut up, John. By the way, in case people haven't grasped that by now, I kid with John a lot. He has a good sense of humor, and he knows I'm just kidding and ribbing around him. Shut up,
Oh
John.
yeah.
So,
I
but
thought she
yeah,
was seriously mad at me when I told her
yeah.
how she talks.
Besides, he
then I
never
would stop
pays
doing it.
attention to anything I say anyway. But
Yeah.
my mere existence is political.
Yeah.
Joey's mere existence is political.
Yeah.
Not by anything they've done, not by anything they've said, not by where they live, just the fact that they're alive.
Mm-hmm.
And not sucking the hind teeth of America.
Yes, I
You
know.
should
See,
say it in the sense that it's before you like before you take into account all those other things. My mere existence is political because all those other things make it even more political. Those are just more and more and more political layers.
yeah.
The
Like
fact that the
for some
genocide
of
didn't work
us,
is why Joey's existence is political.
for some of us, we can't get away from it.
Yeah.
Like there's just no way to.
You know, I've made that comment before about being trans. Yeah, I have a hard time in this country being trans. But, you know, if I were driving, and I don't drive anymore, but if I were driving and I get pulled over by the cops, yeah, I definitely have a worry about me being trans and maybe getting, you know, thrown in jail or whatever, okay? What I don't have is a worry about me being trans and black. I don't even like you.
You say that every time.
The
know,
cat.
people
She's
that-
talking to the cat right
She's
now.
like you, she never listens.
Dan Portal, yeah, Dan Portal says I could literally give a 2-hour lecture on the invisible politics of the Yuri resistance, but all that stuff would go right over their heads because they don't recognize the context that anime exists in. And You know what? There's like someone was like a friend of mine just mentioning in the private like Discord server that like we're in as well too. But they kind of like were like noticing a trope in the anime that they're watching. But like since they're American, of course, like that they don't live in Japan. They don't know if like the kind of like cultural like thing that's happening in Japan that could like maybe color that kind of like trope and why it shows up a lot of times as well too in anime.
Oh, why
And
is it got to be colored?
Well, but so like they want to like kind of do a lot of research in Japanese culture, like it was like socially politically happening right now in Japan as well too, because like that does
Up
like
here,
affect the.
look up here.
Yeah, Attack on Titan definitely has nothing to do with politics.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's certainly not
Oh,
a
yeah.
comment on the fascism that's rising all around the world.
Yep. I went to a panel
And
at
Starship
Gamescom.
Troopers is just a fun movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and for me, there's like a double level there because I mean, Starship Troopers is very open in its fascism,
Oh yeah, yeah. The book is as
and a
well.
lot
Yeah,
of people think
Well,
that.
look at the way that what's his name is dressed in it. He looks like an SS
Oh,
officer.
what the heck is Neil Patrick?
Yeah, Neil Patrick
yeah.
Harris.
Patrick Harris.
Yeah. But you know, here's the thing. A lot of people say, "Well, you know, they exaggerated it." You clearly never read the book.
But here's the thing: it's
He
like
advocates, for example, for whipping kids, and I don't mean
yeah.
with the belt. I mean with the whip. Literally whipping kids if they get in trouble at school.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then women are the best spaceship pilots because they have the best reflexes and whatever. Like that's gonna, like you're piloting a spaceship with a joystick.
No, it's because he
But
bought
to
into the
be
bullshit
fair,
that was the only women who
on that
become
point
pilots
alone,
were
That's
beyond
an
the
That
best.
was about all they could do at that time.
Three people talking at once.
Basically, it's just the bullshit that because the only women who were allowed to overcome sexism enough to become pilots at all were better than the best. Therefore, he believed that stereotype. That women were just trying to-
Carmen
just like,
was
wow.
the name. Carmen was the name, and she, like, if I recall correctly, I don't remember the exact words, but it was basically that she was in like the 98th percentile. You know,
Yeah.
I
that's why
think
she.
Denise Richards did a phenomenal job doing that in the movie.
What's that?
Denise
agree.
Richards.
Denise Richards played her very well.
Paul. Now here's the thing: it's like the myth for ultimate Paul Verhoeven lived as a child during Nazi occupation of the Netherlands. Out the hell he was going to like write something like praising the Nazi occupation. That was like his thing as well too. He read like the 1 and 2 chapters of the book and threw it across the room and said, "I'm not making that shit. I'm going to do my own thing with like the Starship Troopers." So he actually made a satire as well too. The movie itself is meant to be a satire, while the book itself, no. Robert Heinlein believes that like wholeheartedly.
He ran as a Republican. He lost, but he ran as a Republican for Congress. Yeah, this thing when I first got her was shorter than my hand. And she's not quite 6 months old. And her sister is about as long, but nowhere near as stocky.
Well, she's a
A lot of
judge.
people- and a lot of people around here keep asking me if they have any Maine Coon in them. And a lot of people around here do have cats that have mixed to some extent or whatever, so they might have, but they don't be huge.
Yeah, Linequin's cat is like also part Mancoon,
That'd
so
be
it's
what-
like it
I
doesn't
want
look
a
like.
Norwegian barn cat. Those fuckers are huge. They
I
are
want-
absolutely massive.
I want one that at 2 months old is going to stay that exact size and shape and look. A baby goat.
Oh
Aw.
yeah.
They are my favorite mammal, even above cats. Very, but
Yes, his
Baby anythings though are just adorable.
sure.
Not baby
Baby-
Republicans.
baby snakes.
Baby
snakes.
Republicans are just waiting to be kidnapped away from the fucking Republicans and raised as Democrats.
There you go.
Democrats are baby
Which
Republicans.
is just Republican life, but
Yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of that as well too.
Yeah.
It's
I like you.
it's so yeah. Not only did like 8 like senators like voted with like the Republicans who like end the government shutdown, but also in the House, 86 like Democrats voted with the Republicans to denounce the horrors of socialism.
a brown
checked
schmorshmer
to
from
make
the
sure.
schmorshmer got elected in New York? No.
I
Yes.
checked
Tried to
sure
explain,
that
like,
the two that I advocate for, one who is not in my state and one who is, did not do so. Now the one she can't because she's running for the Senate seat here. She's currently in the Michigan legislature, but she's running for the Senate seat here. The other is that's Mallory McMorrow. She's what was it I said the other day, Joey? The second or third politician I've ever given money to. And I put in $10 a month. I can afford that. And the other one I wish I could help get elected, especially if he tries to run for president, is Chris Murphy.
Oh yeah, that's also something that like happened speaking of Mandoni. Yeah, I think that's the whole reason for the House to like vote on the denounce the horrors of socialism. They're going to denounce the horrors of socialism before they denounce the horrors of fascism.
They like fascism.
Yeah,
they
they
like
like
to
exactly,
explain to my bus driver the other day, because she was like, well, if those kids in New York City hadn't elected that mom dummy or whatever his name is. And I'm like, I'm biting my tongue because this is my bus driver.
Yeah.
And it makes
You know what I mean?
Believe me, I know. I've had to do that when I was at work.
But
Oh,
I'm like, but I did say, okay, you know, if those kids hadn't been told that free education is socialism, free healthcare is socialism, free housing is socialism, free food is socialism. If they hadn't been told all these things that sound really, really good, aren't socialism, they wouldn't be voting for socialists. If you like,
The fact is, Mamdani's not even promising free housing. He's going for affordable housing.
Right.
He's not even as far left as some of us dream to
He
have.
has also, for
leftists
example,
represent us.
pushed back against what the hell is his name? Hakeem Jeffries being primary. Not like real hard, but he did the same thing that AOC did, you know, who can also kiss my ass. He did the same thing that AOC did, which was, well, we don't really.
Somebody goes like a little bit left, and people lose their freaking minds when some of us want somebody to go way left.
Yes.
Way left. Way left.
Move a little to the left, baby.
Like if you're air traffic control, way left, okay?
Yeah. And also Mandani did have to like kind of walk back his like previous statements, not when he was running, but he was for like
Cops and a couple other things,
Yeah, exactly. I kind of like not surprised by that because he's going to be the mayor in New York and like he needs the support of like the NYPD as well too, who are just like bastards anyway.
I mean, the cops are going to make his life a living hell anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, exactly. But so, and also he just met Trump as well, and apparently there's been
he's charmed the shit out of Trump.
Yep, that's what I heard. Some people.
Trump even said when he was sitting next to him, and a reporter asked him. I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember the exact words. But a reporter asked Mamdani if he still considered Trump a fascist, and he started to give kind of a answer. And Trump pats his arm and goes, "That's okay. You can call me a fascist."
You can call me a fascist if you want to.
I don't mind. He can call me fascist if he wants to. I don't mind.
I haven't seen that like a full exchange with Mandani, but I'm sure that like Mandani would not like. It's the kind of thing where like Zelensky was meeting like Trump as well too, and it's just like I don't think like Zelensky or like Mandani are traitors for like meeting Trump because like
not for meeting him, and the thing is,
it's their job. It's what they have to do.
I love the fact that it confuses some of the MAGA.
Yeah.
Because
look at what Nick
socialism bad, and then really, because your buddy, your dear leader, your Herr Führer, he likes him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like Nick Fuentes as well too.
Exactly.
There's apparently been more like bifurcating of like or like splintering in the like MAGA movement because like Tucker Carlson there was a respectable person, I guess, was talking to like Nick Fuentes as well too, and Nick Fuentes is still the raging anti-Semite as he always has been as well
Oh yeah.
too,
Yeah,
and
nothing yet.
yeah, and some of the the fascists are saying like, "Come on, we're terrible people, but we're not anti-Semitic." Like the people of the Heritage Foundation, people of the John Birch Society, and like other like Republican and like pundits as well too. I think even C-SPAN, but it's just like as many people say, the call's coming from inside your house. It's just like you guys have been like buddy with the anti-Semites for the longest time. It's
Charlie
just like
Kirk's statements are indistinguishable from statements made by KKK and the Nazis 40, 50, 60 years ago.
Yeah,
I mean, I
exactly.
just watched a YouTube video. I'm still watching it, actually. It's the black and white.
The language is a little bit scrubbed up, but it's
Not
still
really.
the same shit that they have been
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, some of it isn't. You'll have to give me that link or put it in the chat or just let me know, on Facebook or something, John.
Let's see.
Yeah, but what I liked was I can't remember who did it. I want to say it was Off Your Wagon, which I love his channel, by the way. Y'all ought to check his channel out. OFF_JAWAGGON. But I completely forgot where the fuck I was going with this. God, I hate my brain.
ADHD
Talking about the
strikes
Nazis.
again.
Yeah, no kidding. We're talking about the Nazis, and so there's a lot of similarities there, and people don't. I really like something that, and I've seen more than once, and I've seen it actually probably up around 15 years ago at least, off and on Facebook. Somebody will say something along the lines of, if you ever wondered what you were doing in Weimar, Germany in 1939, you're doing it now.
yeah, exactly.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
same thing.
Remember the famous video of the Nazis with a big pile of burning books? You know what books they were burning?
They were burning like queer literature from like academic sources.
No, they were burning the library of the information gathered and produced by Magnus Hirschfeld and his Institute for Sex Research, specifically regarding homosexuality and transness.
Yes.
The most like thorough like research on those topics at that time.
The only existing research at the time.
31. A lot of transphobes love to use the number 41 in some way, shape, or form. Because roughly 41 people, trans people, have attempted terminal self-harm at some point in their lives.
Yeah.
Okay? They love to quote that number. Ha ha ha! It's funny. Well, I like to quote 31. 31 is the number of Moms for Liberty candidates who lost their races. Okay, recently. You know how many races were held? 31. Every single one of them.
Yeah. I don't even need to know what the Moms for Liberty is all about because like just by the
It's
name
like the
alone,
million moms on Facebook. There's 31 of them.
Turf and hate. That's all it is. Turf and hate.
yeah, exactly.
Gotta think of a line that rhymes with a word that rhymes with turf. So because steak, places call it turf and surf or whatever. So I gotta think of something else that'll rhyme with turf.
Yeah.
Besides turd.
yeah.
I call him turd. What did I say that was? It was terrible, useless, redundant dipshits. Turds.
Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this as well too, but apparently Marjorie Taylor Greene is going to resign at some point as well too, and
Supposing January
She's
5th.
also told the people closest to her that she has intentions of running for president in 2028.
Never gonna happen. Or at
Yeah.
least she's not gonna
Now
succeed.
she might run. She ain't going
Yeah.
anywhere. She might run. But then
She'll be one of those candidates who gets like 1.4% or something like that.
people said the same thing about Trump when he came down that golden escalator.
No, that's true. Yeah.
All they did was
I mean,
laugh.
the thing is, she has no hope of getting the Republican nomination because she has a vagina.
No, there's that
One.
too.
And then number two, over the years, she has alienated a lot of them who only stick with her because, as far as in solidarity, so to speak, because she was towing the Republican line. Now that she's not, you need to support her.
Yeah.
Although the Epstein files might do something.
Yeah.
Trump at least.
There's a lot of people that have been
lasers
speculating, and it's just speculation.
They won't help her, but they might tear the party
The
apart.
reason it took them so long, and that Trump did a complete reversal and said, yep, release them, release the Epstein files, is because they've had all that time to, what's the word I'm looking for?
Redact?
Scrub them.
All?
Yes, redact a whole bunch of stuff in there.
I see. Yeah.
And basically, they were able to come up. They tried at least to come up with fictitious or fictional cases that they could pursue, so that the Department of Justice could try and retain some control over the documents. But I think that the people who came up with the bill requiring them to be released didn't run around that as well. I watched a thing by Legal Eagle, but I don't really remember it too well.
I watch him every once in a while. Good to know.
Yeah,
He's just a liberal, but he's a smart liberal.
Yes, it's yeah. I gotta watch more on Legal Eagle as well too. So yeah, I'm behind on my podcast.
Same for Fair and Cousins.
Yeah.
Who does Fair and Balanced and also Ring of Fire. I watch both of those.
Yeah.
And he's too libby for me, but
a lot of people are too libby for me, though, to be honest.
yeah. But having said that,
I try not to watch.
Still definitely somebody worth watching.
For me, they end up just frustrating me.
Yeah.
I like Tom Powell Jr. The two biggest problems I have with Tom Powell Jr. is his he's a capitalist. He's pro-capitalism. I'll put it that way. He's not a capitalist, but he's pro-capitalism.
Right.
And he's pro the death penalty.
Oh,
My
yeah.
two biggest stumbling blocks with him. Other than that, I agree with him probably about 98%. But he's made statements like, "I agree with a UBI for some people." I don't.
I agree with UBI.
From watching enough of his channel, I think his stand, and I could be wrong. Some people can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think his stance on that means that. I've seen this recently, and I wish I'd see it every goddamn day, where people will say to the socialists, speaking specifically to the socialists here and the communists, people would say, don't forget us in the revolution. Don't forget the disabled people. Don't forget the people who can't parts. Workers' paradise. Well, what about for people who can't work?
Well, that's the thing is like the amongst like other like some socialists and some anarchists and some communists will too. He's saying it says workers as well too, and people think workers meaning just people who are able to work as well too. But like to some anarchists, no, we just mean everyone as well too. Maybe we should like use a better word as well too.
I fully believe in a UBI. I fully believe in universal free healthcare, and don't tell me
if it's universal, it should be universal. So it should be for everyone, not for some.
Means testing just
and the whole Obamacare and the ACA I don't like, and one of the reasons I don't like it is who helped write Obamacare and the ACA?
The Heritage Foundation.
The Heritage Foundation, the same ones that did Project 2025.
It's
all it is it's a on the face of it slightly or like they took a smiley face and put it on the cover of it.
Well, it was literally what Romney had proposed.
Right.
Yes.
They used to call it
might as well be called Romney Care.
Right.
I mean, honestly, if the Trump wants to get rid of the ACA, do it and just like keep the same exact thing but call it Trump Care, and then he'll probably be for it as well too. It's just like
you can look up on YouTube, and even today you can look up on YouTube and see people when people have like Parker gets I think it's Parker Gets a Job. He's a young man who I like channel that I follow. When he'll ask people, so which do you like better, the ACA or Obamacare? And depending upon how they lean, even some Democrats will say, I don't like Obamacare, but I like the ACA. And then a lot of MAGA will say, I don't like Obamacare, but I like the ACA. And he'll lead them through all the different things and go, you like the ACA because of this, you like the ACA because of that. yes, 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 yes. You realize that the ACA is Obamacare, right? And they're like, what?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
It just shows that how much like propaganda is able to like infiltrate sort of things too, where it's like people are against the death tax bill too, but that's the
Against
death
the what?
tax. The death tax, but the death tax is just a reframing of the estate tax bill too.
Well,
They,
actually, it was always called the death tax. It's just the tax you pay when you die.
yeah,
It actually got reframed as the estate tax in order to get it past the public so that they could finally tax rich people.
Right.
yes, yes,
And then also, if you look at the inheritance tax and the taxes, a lot of people, I think it was in Colorado, I want to say, one of the states out west, a specific state tax that they tried to pass, and they did eventually pass it, but I think it was set like they were going to retax at a slightly higher rate, like from 2% to 3.2% or some crap like that. People making above $200,000 a year, and poor people lost their shit over it. Oh my God, they're going to tax us because that's the corporate propaganda that comes out.
yeah.
Just for people's shits and giggles. Like I've said this before, I can do algebra in my head, but I have to count time zones on my fingers sometimes. That's the way my brain works. But
Yep, same here.
so for every dollar an hour that you make, roughly, if you work full time, translates to $2,000 a year. So if you make $20 an hour, you make 40 grand a year. Okay. If you make 200 grand a year, that means you make $100 an hour. I haven't seen anybody who makes over $20 an hour. Okay. That doesn't complain about this. I haven't seen anybody making under $20 an hour except for the lefties who aren't complaining about it.
Yeah.
They get it. They understand. They get it.
Yeah.
You're not rich. You are far closer to being homeless than even being minusculely wealthy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Even most lawyers can't bill at $100 an hour.
Right.
And that billing is not actually their income.
Today is whatever the date is. I don't know. Whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, so today
23rd
is whatever
November.
the date is. Huh?
23rd of November.
23rd of November. Okay, so let's say you take today. Okay, being Sunday. Let's say tomorrow morning you go into work and they fired you. You have no source of income for the next 3 months. How are you going to get by?
I can't. I just have to look.
I can't. If
I
they
just
cut
have-
off my Social Security, I can't, because I can't go back to work. Technically, theoretically, I'm like Joey. Technically, theoretically, I can for very brief periods of time. Walmart ain't gonna put up with that. They're not gonna keep me on if they had a position to begin with that I could do.
I mean, I probably rely on my family if they're willing to support me as well too. But like that's like a privilege I have, and I know that like I'm in the special circumstances.
I'd
If
have
I
to look for a job like right away and
Yeah.
take basically whatever came along.
yeah, same here. I did thought about that because of like after getting my third write up for like gaming on work as well too. It's like, well, I get caught like just like doing anything on the work computer that's for personal use by like someone of power as well too, or like my manager or supervisor. That's it. Like I was like, I can't get any more write ups as well too. I Joe McClory. That's Joe McClory. His screen name is just like Xeon like 1980 because that's his email name as well too. Yeah, I don't know why YouTube does the thing where it's just like, oh, your username is now whatever like your email name that's like tied to it as well too. Yeah, it's weird.
What?
No, yeah. So like before you will see Mithril, that's like
Oh, you mean like in the chat?
yeah, in the chat as well.
Okay, I thought you meant the channel. I was like, wait a minute, what?
No. This
So
channel still
if
just
your name is Bob25 in your
If you're-
Gmail, then it's Bob25 in the chat.
Probably, yeah. I did work at to like get my like username to be like Summer Running Geek or something like that. Then so that's my channel name. That's why I show up as like Summer Running Geek in.
I was going to say, because that's my channel name, is Siobhan O'Connor 60.
Yeah, yeah. So that's probably goes by the channel name as
Maybe
well
it
too.
maybe if you have an active channel, because a lot of people have it just so that they can, like give likes and responses and
Oh yeah.
whatever, whatever.
Yeah,
Well,
like me.
You
I don't
can watch
actually
YouTube.
post anything
You
that
can watch YouTube
like
without registering at all for Gmail. You can watch YouTube
right.
without being logged in for Gmail. You just can't comment.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Because like YouTube is owned by Google or Alphabet or both, honestly, and like yeah, it's the whole thing. Oh wait, hold on. I just remembered this. Like it was posted in like one of my the politics well too. Yeah, so apparently in like tech news well too. I don't have a source for this, but like I sure can like find it. Apparently, a meeting in Nvidia, and that's the company that makes like graphics cards as well too, but also one of the companies that are behind the AI thing as well too, in which the
And
CEO.
record profits because of Bitcoin.
Well, there, yeah, yeah. By the way, hey, in a apparently a meeting with Nvidia that was leaked, the CEO told his employees that there's a no-win situation with AI. Furthermore, because of the use of absurd costs, ridiculous amount of money poured into it, Microsoft, Oracle, OpenAI, Google are all like $120 billion in debts from AI.
Chucky Darnses.
Yes.
My heart just breaks for them.
Oh,
So the
hello.
evil people who have been giving all the power and information to the government are not making money.
Yes. They
Darn it.
the AI bubble's going to come as well too. Oh, hey,
Yep.
George MP. Do give like a lot of love to George MP because
Unfortunately,
they.
there's no way for poor people to bet against that bubble.
Unfortunately,
Right.
yes. There's no way for poor people to bid against that bubble. So even if the bubble bursts, the only people that will make get do well in that bubble or even profit off that bubble is always the super rich people. And then also just FYI to George MP, like they lost their dog like this past week and stuff like that. So please send
oh
like the
Oh,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
it was sudden too as well too. So it's just like give love and support to like George MP and condolences because like yeah, losing a
It
dog
is
like
rough.
that
It's
is always rough.
Joe and I had a discussion because there's a person that I follow on Facebook. I'm not going to name them because I want to investigate it a little further,
Mm.
in a direct conversation with them. But there's a person I follow on Facebook who made what I thought was a what I've been told about the comment was a pretty disappointing comment, basically valuing animals as much as, if not more than people. And you know, obviously, who we're talking about, Joey.
Yeah.
But I can understand. You've seen how much I hate my cats, right?
Yes.
Um, Joey and I were talking now, not now, but next December is when my lease is up, and I may have to move. I might be able to
Mm,
stay. I don't know yet. That's kind of up in the air. Okay, and if
yeah.
I have to move, um, I will do everything I can to be in a place where I can have the cats. If not, I
Mhm.
do have a place where I can take them, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
These cats have been with me from almost day one. I got them when they were almost just under 5 weeks old. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm the only human being they've really ever known, other than my box goblin.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and as much as I love them, and I do, like I told Joey, I think it must have been yesterday. If the house caught on fire, and I had a choice between saving my cats or saving that 2-year-old girl, that 2-year-old girl is going to get saved.
Yes.
Okay? It would break my heart, but that
Mm-hmm.
2-year-old girl is going to get saved. And then what's added
Mm-hmm.
on to that is we were talking about the fact that, like, I don't remember the little girl's name, was brought from Africa to Germany. This was like in the 1800s.
Okay.
Put in a zoo as an exhibit. And so there's a history there of not just black people, indigenous people, etc., being treated as less than human. And
flora and fauna is how we were initially classified in order to better commit genocide.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, and it's like this has to remind me. There's like several months ago, actually. There was like there's someone that was like It's someone that yeah, I had to abandon like as on my friends like channels as well too because like when they heard that like someone had to like they were in Florida and the hurricane was coming as well too, and so they had to do the difficult position the thing of like leaving their cats behind because they couldn't get to take their cats with them as well too. I don't know if their cats survived or anything like that or luckily survived and they able to came back as well too, but like
The pets.
somewhat. The pets, yeah. But someone basically said that like you leaving your cats behind to die in a hurricane, something like that, that's animal abuse. And so like that person justified like them saying go kill yourself to those streamers as well too. And anytime that they got banned or like timed out for that kind of action, they did it to me. They went into like the chats and just say go kill yourself, and it's just like it's okay, you can have your opinions about like what to do about pets and something like that, but like just going around to like to people saying "go kill yourself," think that crosses the line, so like that. And but like
Um,
Unless they're Nazis.
To me, those are fighting words
right,
yes,
because
yeah,
I've been so down. I have been that dark. And I
right.
don't need anybody
And
telling me,
it
hey,
could have
go do
taken
that thing.
just a hairline push.
yeah,
Real quick aside,
sure,
I noticed in the last week or two that I've been getting a lot of responses to an old group that I had, and it started. And it's been kind of on hiatus, so I'm gonna pick that back up, and I'll make posts about it, whatever. But it's called the Creative Queers,
okay,
and it is for queer people. You can go in there and support. But if you're not queer, I don't want you to show your T-shirts or your merch or whatever. Okay, it's
oh
specific
yeah,
for queer people. However
yes,
if you consider yourself queer in some way, shape, or form, guess what? You're there. Okay.
hmm
So anytime, I mean, I don't want to do it like 20 times a day, but if you want to
yeah,
post it there, your T-shirt shop every single day, you are more than welcome to do so for free, and I'm going to help advertise that. So anyway, getting back to that, yeah, it is. I remember growing up. Okay, so I'm a day or two older than you all are. Shut up, John. And I remember growing up in the 60s. Okay,
mm,
and so we did the Pledge of Allegiance, and we sang when we sang songs. It was Joey and I were talking about this. I don't know, 3 4 weeks ago, whatever it was. This song, which is was one of my favorites, until I got pointed out what it was like, what it was about, etc.
hmm
And mostly because of who it's from. Peter, Paul, and Mary, which is a folk group that I absolutely adore. Okay,
mm,
this land is your land. No, motherfucker, it's not.
No,
yeah,
that was Woody Guthrie. It's a communist
Yeah,
song.
Woody Guthrie, right? Okay, if you look at Arlo Guthrie and the fuck is the name of the song? Alice's Restaurant. Okay, I love, but there's an F slur in there. Okay,
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
now he did an updated version of it.
hmm
Let's say it was like 95, 2005, something like that. And he didn't use that word,
hmm
but he said, like they walked in holding hands because that's the way they are, or something like that. Okay, so he kind of kept the concept in there, which I didn't like, because he could have easily rewritten that. Okay,
yeah,
but it's kind of like David Niall is an Irish comedian who I absolutely adored up until a lot of his comedy, because he's Irish, okay, is about being Irish and et cetera, okay, and being an American or whatever, okay, until he dead named and
mm,
misgendered Caitlyn Jenner. Okay?
yeah,
And I was like, no, I'm done. I'm out of here. I don't
yeah,
give a fuck how Irish you are. If you claim to be of Irish descent or mostly Irish descent like me, okay,
hmm
and you have pride in your Irish heritage, and I do, just
hmm
a cat, just a tiny cat, Um, but you support this fascist motherfucker in the White House? No, fuck you.
Yeah, no, yeah, fuck you as well too. Yeah, and there are some people that like don't like they think highly of like the animals as well, though they just consider them dogs. But like now, it's like some to some people like their pets are very valuable as well too. It's like it's one thing if like they hold their pets like higher than their like close family members. That's one thing is so. But like I can understand them valuing like their well, what am I trying to say? Forget. I don't know what I'm trying to say here as well too, but I
You
can.
have a duty of care to your pets. Absolutely.
Oh yeah. No. I can understand that people like loving their pets like very much
Now,
like a
are
family
there
member.
human beings that I would not save and I would rather save my pets?
Oh,
Yes.
certainly human beings. Oh, yes.
Yes, there
Absolutely.
are.
I mean, there are human beings
But
where I would walk
but
by
those
if they were on
particular
fire.
human beings, to
Mhm.
me, are worthless pieces of crap.
Yes,
Like
exactly.
my mom used to say, if they were on fire and I had a glass of water, I'd drink it.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, it's like you're on fire. I will get out my cell phone and live stream it. I mean, there are quite a few people.
And maybe even dance a little jig.
You have no, if I'm walking down the street and I turn the corner and I see somebody halfway down the block, now my initial reaction is going to be to save them. I'm just
Yes.
the way my psyche is made up. Okay.
Right.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! What can I do? Oh! Is that a red
Right.
hat? Never mind.
Run up, and then they have a swastika on their armband.
It's just...
Yeah, I'll be back later. Gotta go get it.
Yeah, my
I gotta
first
get a bucket and some
instinct
gasoline,
is to
sorry.
go,
I
oh
would, to be honest, I would probably still try to put them out with my shoes.
Behind your shoes. Yes, exactly. I mean, I was...
fire away with a 2x4. Yeah, with some
Yes.
nails in it.
Yes, I was making. I was sharing memes about Charlie Cook after he died as well too. So it's
Oh
like,
yeah, and I still do.
yeah. Oh yeah.
There's
exactly.
a billboard near here that shows. It's a picture of Charlie Kirk and it says something about Jesus' love. And I'm like, you know what? No.
No. Not even Jesus.
I made a
like
meme
I
that
would rather
I made a meme
save
that had a picture of
Spawn's
Charlie Kirk.
hat than Dick Cheney.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I made a meme of Charlie Kirk, and it was just a picture of Charlie Kirk. Okay, it wasn't one which I thought was funny. Right at the moment that it hit, where they go, at the end of his life, he still went left. But I made a meme where it's just Charlie Kirk, okay, and the caption says, I'm sorry, but too many people like this are just little snowflakes who get, and the bottom word says triggered.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I mean, right there at the end, he got hit by a wonderful idea.
Again.
They tried. Oh my God! They
were
tried
his second
so hard
amendment
to blame it on somebody from the left. So hard.
Yeah, they were trying to blame the left so hard as well too. Even like a Bill Maher challenge that when he had Ben Shapiro on as well too. But Bill Maher's so terrible. Bill Maher as well too. But
Bill Maher. Oh, Mahone too.
It's actually,
I would love is if Bill Maher and Steven Pinker were in a car on the highway and they died.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Actually,
George Thelma and Louise.
Yes, exactly. Actually, George P. I do remember that incident. You really the thing about it, and I thought for the longest time that was Charlie Cook who put a diaper on him and basically pretend to be one of those snowflake liberals or something like that because they're babies.
I thought that was Steven Crowder.
No, that wasn't Steven Crowder either. That guy looks like Charlie Cook, but it wasn't Charlie Cook. It was associated with Turning Point USA as one of the staffers at the college or one of the volunteers at that particular college as well like that. So it does look like Charlie Cook, but it wasn't as well too. But it was a great self-own, honestly. You're trying to make us look like silly. You're just
There are pictures on the net of. There's one in particular I'm thinking of a woman who's wearing a gold-colored one. It's like fake gold foil or whatever, okay, diaper. And it's real men wear diapers, Trump 2024 or whatever, something along those lines. And then they have the whole wearing the Band-Aid on their ear.
Oh.
Okay, so first of all, I've seen maxi pads smaller. Number two, where's the scar?
I know, right?
Torn up tissue. Where's the doctor's, where's the surgical notes if they could easily prove and say, look, this is what he had to do to get it fixed or whatever. No, there's nothing there.
Security.
If you get shot in the ear and it just wings you, so to speak, in the ear, it's going to tear the shit out of that ear.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure there was a blood splash from the guy next to him.
Probably, yeah.
Probably.
Or had what is that movie? Hot Fuzz had a little packet of ketchup in his hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Too bad Simon Pegg turned out to be such a piece of shit. I don't even remember
Yeah.
piece of shit.
And Nick Frost.
Mhm.
and Nick Frost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I like both of them. I saw them, obviously, Hot Fuzz, and I still love the movie.
Yeah, I still love the movie. Yes.
But I didn't pay a dime for it, so fuck them.
Yeah.
Hot Fuzz was a great film. I saw Paul. I started to try to watch Shaun of the Dead,
Dead.
but
Yeah.
I saw the particular scene I saw was where his mother turns into a zombie,
Mm,
and
yeah.
I have a zombie phobia, and I was like, no, I'm done.
Yeah. That's hard.
And I know
I
zombies aren't real. I know there's no way that they can be
Yeah.
real or whatever. Okay,
no.
it does not matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it gives
Whoever
some
had the
people
phobia
a
knows
lot
it
of
does not matter.
anxiety to sit and watch things like that when they.
Uncanny Valley.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's totally fair to like not like zombies and not watch all these zombie flicks as well too. But I have
That's
not
why we
seen
hate
the.
Republicans.
Oh yeah.
Mental
Uh,
Uncanny Valley. They're almost
yeah.
human.
Yeah.
That's why they walk by Republicans, because they're looking for brains and not finding it.
No, not finding it. Oh, that's like in the Simpsons episode. There's like Treehouse of Horror. It's like, hey, go, no, don't take my family, take me. And then zombies goes like, brains, and just walk away from Homer.
Or in the Dungeons and Dragons movie, the good one.
Oh, the
I
second
haven't
one.
seen
Yes.
it. I haven't seen it.
It's
I
good.
want
It's really good. It perfectly captures the feeling of playing a game of D&D. But at one point, the entire party they go into the Underdark and they see some the brain things. Can't remember what they're called.
Mind flayers.
They're servants of the Mind Flayers.
Okay.
Okay. But they say be very careful because they feed on intelligence. The more intelligent you are, the more likely they are to attack you. So everybody stand here and don't think, right? And then the brain things just walk right by the party without doing anything, without noticing them at all. And the leader of the party's like, well, that's hurtful. But I mean, the great thing is the party is composed of a druid, a sorcerer, a bard, and a paladin at that point. So none of the characters have intelligence as their main stat. It's just
There's a meme that was going around Facebook for a while, and it was of these four women at a bar, dressed in various, like one had pajama top and bottom or whatever, right? And they claimed that this was, the traveling party, and consisted of the bar, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. And I was working on an idea for a story other than that, and I'll put it on my Facebook because it's not a real long story. Okay, I'll put it on my Facebook, but it's about a group of women who are in a bar bathroom, or they walk into a bar's bathroom, and they hear a woman crying in the stall, so they go to investigate and help, as we do, and it has to do also with D&D and a very, very famous video gaming meme, and I'll just leave it at that. But you can read the story. I'm going to cost you nothing. You don't have to subscribe or anything. I'm just going to put it right on my Facebook.
That was one of the great things about She-Hulk, the TV show. The very first
I never
episode,
saw it.
after she gets turned into She-Hulk, the first time she hulks out, she wakes up sort of in the woods near a bar. She's in tatters and whatnot because she hulked out. She walks into the bar. She walks into the bathroom. There's a group of women in there, and they're like, "Oh, honey," and then they immediately start helping her.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
like, okay,
and we
let's
do.
get you cleaned up. Let's get you a jacket. Let's get you some
Hashtag
shoes.
not
'Cause
all
this is a
women,
public
but
bathroom.
hashtag not all women, but about 95% of us do. If you're sitting, I tell you what, if you're sitting in a stall and you're crying, and we find out why you're crying, and it has to do with somebody at that bar, that's going to be a good thing for them.
Yeah.
That didn't happen in the men's room.
Yeah, if it wouldn't happen in the men's room, that's all it's like.
Why the hell would you put a trough in a men's room? Well, you're not. Okay.
Nah,
So they
it's
can share. They can compare.
Or compare. Yeah, or compare.
yeah,
I swear to God, I don't understand men.
now, okay, I guess also you're so drunk that even the normal toilet bowl you can't, or urinal, you can't hit.
It also makes it for a much simpler cleaning and stuff like that, because you just have to have the one source of water and then you can just scrub it out with a mop instead of having.
You know what they
brush each
should do?
one.
I saw this on a suggestion on a meme. What they should do is a sticker or somebody paint it or whatever. Put a fly down.
They do that.
Yes, they do that. Honestly,
Oh,
because
they
like
did
the
that
optimal spot for the minimal splash, and men have to aim for it.
yes, man, it
Isn't
had
Isn't
to aim
that what
for
they
it.
did in all over Holland, in Amsterdam especially?
Probably.
You go to use a public restroom and there's a little fly in the hole
They've been doing that for like 20
that
years.
you're supposed to aim
Yeah.
for,
Oh,
which
You
I
don't
thought
even
was
have
a
to tell
really
people, they just
great
naturally aim for
idea.
it.
Like,
it's a cute
Yep.
idea for men.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I know. It's just like
we used to play a game in my house because my boy is had to learn how to pee standing up like every boy does. We used to play a game. I kept a bowl of Cheerios on the back of the toilet, and they were to take a Cheerio and pop it in there, and then aim for the Cheerio.
Now I'm reminded of a joke. It
Why
comes from
man?
back in the Clinton years. I heard it in middle school or high school.
Okay.
Clinton is out, President Clinton at the time was, out skiing, and he sees that somebody has peed and written in the snow, Clinton sucks. And so he goes to the Secret Service, says, I find out who did this, because the only people allowed on this slope are, part of this party, part of this team, so it has to be someone on my staff. I want you to find out who did this. And so they go and they test the pee, and they say, okay, we got good news and bad news. The good news is we found out who it was. It was a member of the Secret Security Service, and we fired him. The bad news is it was your wife's handwriting.
Now that's funny. Now that's
Yes.
funny. And Hillary Clinton can kiss my big white Irish ass too, by the way.
Oh yeah.
And that 20.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, apparently, I don't know if there's any people in here that are Warhammer fans as well too, but I'll put them in the chat as well too.
I know of it a little bit.
Yeah, but there is a free to keep game on Steam right now that is
It's a free to what?
it's free to keep.
Free
No,
to
no,
keep.
you can.
Oh.
Yeah, so if you have a Steam account, you can go to that link there, but search Warhammer
How
Vermintide.
much does it cost to sign up for something like Steam?
Steam is
I
free.
don't know. It's free.
Oh, Steam's free?
Yeah,
just
and
have to download
all
the site.
sorts. You and I can talk after the show. There's all sorts of free games on there. All sorts.
Oh.
Of free.
Yes, and right now I don't know for how long. Maybe just this weekend as well too. Is Warhammer Vermintide 2 is free, or should be free as well too. To get the game in as well too.
And sometimes they have they'll have weekend sales or like a holiday sale or whatever. Like right now, if anybody wants to donate to yours truly, because I can't justify spending that amount of money on it.
That's fair.
I play Diablo 4 with Game Pass because there's no way I can afford $70 for Diablo 4. Okay.
Yeah.
However, the upgrade from Diablo 4 to Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred, yay, is $50 normally, but they cut it down to what was it? Was it 30 or 20? I forget what it.
30, and you said if they did 10 more.
If it was 20, maybe I could justify that, maybe, but $30, I can't justify that to myself. I could get it, but I can't justify it. And nobody has to. It would be nice if they did. Really nice if it has to. But yeah, there's all sorts of free games, and there are free ARPGs, free MMORPGs, there are free side-scrollers, you and I will holler after the show. There's all kinds of stuff on there. And a lot of them are not computer graphics intense.
Yeah, there's some that are not. Yeah,
They don't require like high-level computers. Some of them do.
Well, I'm just thinking in terms of something that I can do on my PS4.
Oh, yeah.
And
Because
enjoy
they
some
have games that are, some games are cross-platform. Also, if you got, of course, I don't think you could afford, you could probably afford it, but I don't think you could justify it to yourself, paying for Game Pass, okay? But because it's $17 a month.
Yeah, no, I couldn't.
Yeah, okay. But there's a whole bunch of free games that I can then therefore play because I have Game Pass. you know.
Like
Well,
I
I
have
don't
a
have to buy
difficult
them.
time justifying in my head having my Netflix, which is the
Mm.
only streaming service I've got. But
You and
I
I
have
should
a
you and
difficult
I
time
should talk
pirate
about
justifying that.
you and I should talk about YouTube, because specific series and whatever, I can't say, oh well, this specific series is on YouTube or whatever. There's a lot of places where you can find a lot of shows that are free. So
Yeah.
you and I have to have
Yeah.
that conversation too.
I just like was randomly realized like, oh wait, Mr. Dynasty 3000 is on like YouTube, the classic episodes, and it's just like, oh, so I probably can go back and see Menace Ahead of Fate or
Well,
like
it's
other.
one of the only places that you can see the movie clear cut. It's free with ads, but
Right.
it's still
You tell me
free.
about that.
Oh yeah, exactly.
YouTube is
There's
where I watched Good Hair, Chris Rock's documentary about black hair.
oh, that's interesting as well too,
I
because
don't
like
know if
yeah.
it was legal, but it was on YouTube.
Oh yeah, well, there's always that, and it's like it's not you. It's illegal for you watching it to like be a crime. It's the person who uploaded it as well too. Yeah, there's plenty of movies like that as well too. And it's probably stuff on like YouTube. I have YouTube Premium. It's because like when I'm like on my phone as well too, or like I'm listening to a live stream. If I have YouTube Premium, then the app can be playing in the background as well too, so I can treat like I can listen to audiobooks, basically like a podcast as well too. So you can use YouTube as a podcast, and I don't get the ads. And like also, I still support like the whoever I'm watching on YouTube, like Each Dives or anything like that, from like YouTube Premium as well too. But I can like watch a lot of the free movies that YouTube has was from YouTube Premium as well too. Maybe they're free with like ads for like non-YouTube Premium servers.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies, hundreds of movies on YouTube that are free with ads in all sorts of genres. I'm looking at the Vermintide, and I can't play it because I absolutely hate MOBAs.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's
So,
fair.
And then
if
there's
it were to where you could customize your character however you wanted it to look, and then you could also customize individual skills and stuff, like an MMORPG, but in that genre, yes, but it can't do that. So I recommend it for other people because it looks like it's a badass game visually.
Yeah.
But it just
There need to be more games like Left 4 Dead and the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, where it's
And
cooperative.
I will
and
also
competitive.
recommend. I think it was $40 for the base game, and again, I'm not going to pay for the DLCs and stuff. But Dune Awakening.
Yeah.
Like Dune at all, even if you just seen the movie and that's all you know about Dune, unlike the 26 books like I've read,
Nerd.
I definitely would recommend the game. It's a badass game.
Now let's see.
You can afford it.
It's CJ's kind of mentioned this on his Ask Away because like the Internet Archive or whatever archive, there's definitely any like public domain movies is up there on the Internet Archive and Web Archive for like free to watch. I bet all those public domains movies are also available on YouTube because it's public domain, so there's no copyright, so like anyone can. But apparently also on the Internet Archive, there are some like full-fledged movies you can like download or watch at your leisure on the Internet Archive that shouldn't be
How
there.
much porn is on there?
I don't know about that as well too. I haven't looked.
I don't know about porn, but I do know that one year I watched 2 Peanut specials for the holiday season that aren't supposed to be on there. You're not supposed to be able to watch that free with ads on them.
Another
But
couple places
They
you can
got
go.
away with it by filming their they had a big screen TV and they filmed it on the TV, and
Right.
that's how they got away with it.
Right.
Because you could see the frame of the TV.
There are quite a few videos on YouTube like that too. There's a bunch of places to find a lot of good free stuff on the net. If you're looking for free ebooks, usually EPUB, but it's all sorts of different.
There's also an anarchist library.
There's the
There's
Anarchist
that too.
Library. And then there's LibriVox, LibriVox, LibriVox.org. Okay, those are all public domain. And what they are also is, let's take the original Tarzan by Edgar Rice Burroughs. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's say you like that book so much that you wanted to make an audiobook copy of it. you can do that and then upload it. And if they accept it, it'll become part of LibriVox. You don't get paid for it, but it'll become part of LibriVox. So everything that's on LibriVox, because they're all audiobooks, is read by the readers themselves.
Yes.
You also have Gutenberg.org, which is kind of the flip. That's all ebooks.
Yes. So yeah.
LibriVox audiobooks. You have there's another college that just did a recent version of this too. MIT's OpenCourseWare. Everything in MIT that's possible to do this way, up to 2 years ago, is available on that site for free. All the PDFs, the classes, all the videos, the source material, everything. If you want to,
that's what I should do, is just go take all those courses for nothing.
I'm taking a couple courses right now. If you want to study Java, which I don't know why you would, because that's horrible. But anyway, if you want to study Java, or if you want to study whatever, I also found out Duolingo has Klingon for English speakers.
Ooh, fun!
I'm so tempted to at least look it up and check it out.
I wish Duolingo did like indigenous languages, like for.
I think they do. I'll have to look and see.
Because they're dying out.
You can do it with Duolingo. It's free and it's not at the same time. There's free and then there's a pro version. Okay. But the free version, you get 5 hearts a day. So if you mess up, make a mistake, you lose a heart. But you gain those hearts back. It's like 1 every 4 hours or something like that. Okay. And they have like little contests you can do and whatever. Okay. But you can do Duolingo. I did Duolingo for the first 6 months with Spanish, absolutely free. It's $80 a year for the pro version. Okay, you have to pay that all at once. You can't just do it like by the month, I don't think. But so I have 245 days in Spanish in Duolingo. I have 137 days in Huelga, Irish, in Duolingo, and I'm thinking about picking up a third one. And I was thinking about maybe Japanese or whatever. I looked at Korean, but with the Korean, because my landlord was Korean, with Korean, you have to learn the alphabet as well, and there's no way I can do that. My brain just will not.
Yeah, that's my problem with a lot
more sensible than ours.
What's that?
The Korean alphabet is a lot more sensible than ours, Hangul. It's, each symbol is a combination of a consonant and a vowel, rather than...
English is the Borg of languages. So it's swallowed up everything else. And it's also, there was one, I don't remember exactly what the meme said, but English is like, Norwegian, for example, was walking along and English grabbed him and threw him in an alley and mugged him and took all their words. That type of thing.
We'll go through your pockets looking for loose grammar.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, it did the same to French and German as well too. Yep.
And all the Romance languages, even French and German, because I never had really considered German a Romance language.
It's not.
It's not German.
Unless you want to get scared. But even the French, Italian, Spanish, etc., all come from Latin.
Yeah.
And what I've been told is, if you learn Latin first, you can learn the other one, but I'm not up for all that. But
not really. Latin
Spanish
has a lot of complexity that the others have shed.
Right. Yeah. Spanish, probably a good 40% or more of the words in Spanish are the same in English.
Well, they say you can between English, if you learn English, Spanish, and French, you can talk to most of the world.
Right.
That makes sense, yeah.
And then there's Huelga. I've said this before. The Irish gods took 2 bags of Scrabble letters, threw them into a bowl, mixed them all up, pulled out letters at random. That's how they spell it. And this was at a party, and then they gave the pronunciation to Maeve, because she was drunk off her ass, which is why that's my middle name is Maeve, for pronunciation. So it's nothing like it's spelled to the American ear. Like my name Siobhan is Siobhan, because that's natural, right? Or sandwich is kepra, which is Ceapaire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And there's no the word a, like a story or a tree, doesn't exist in Roga. It's implied.
Yeah, I
It was
see.
rough for me to learn at first because I kept trying to put it in there, and Duolingo's like, no,
No way.
but it works.
This,
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get
okay.
ready to go because it's about getting. It's like 20 after 3 anyway.
Yeah, very close to the end time anyway.
Slightly different, but first of all my horse shit's on House of Connor, thehouseofconnor.com, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Stickers, cartoons, whatever. Siobhan O'Connor on Facebook, Siobhan Raw and on
Raw and unfiltered.
Raw and Unfiltered. I was gonna say Unfurnished, that too.
Mm-hmm.
Raw and Unfiltered is on Facebook. I have a private group, 426 Queer Street and Neurodivergent Apartments. Although I say it as ND, not neurodivergent. That's on Facebook as well. That's a private group, and there's 113, I think now, something like that. Very, very, very curated. Where we don't let assholes in. You don't have to be queer, and you don't have to be neurodivergent, but you have to support both, and not this ally shit either. And I got the stickers and blah 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 and all that. But I also want to give a shout out. My cousin Ashley. Yesterday, it's like how many days ago? Yesterday, we had what we call a Friendsgiving. This was the 4th year, so 4 years ago, she went to Walmart to buy Christmas presents for her kids. It's a couple weeks before Christmas.
Okay, before you go, I have to share this. You're welcome.
It's a Welsh town name. Oh, I can't
There
hear
you
the
go.
sound.
Yeah, okay. So she went to Walmart to get.
There's no sound from a geek, at least not for me.
Really? No sound? You're not hearing any sound?
No
I didn't
sound.
share it. The fucking hell.
No sound. Why you gotta be like that?
I know I suck. Where's the thing to stop sharing as well too?
Anyway,
yeah, stop
she
sharing.
went to Walmart to get Christmas.
I was just gonna share the link then. I
She
failed.
had somebody babysit her kids. They went out for a drive, and their van got T-boned. Her 3-year-old son died instantly. His older brother, who's 4, was hit and messed up, whatever, went to the hospital. Their older sister got like bumps and cuts and scrapes and bruises, but got treated at the hospital but didn't stay. So she had to, her brother told her, and she initially denied it and then had to come home and see cops in her yard. So what she's done is she's taken that. I have a lot of respect for her. She's taken that and turned it around. So we have what we call a Friendsgiving every year. For people who might want to help donate, I have a post of it on my Facebook. Okay. This is for, yesterday we had, probably close to 100 people. Okay. You don't have to be homeless. It doesn't matter if you make $100,000 a year or $10 a year. It doesn't matter. You come there, you're going to get at least a Thanksgiving meal, okay, for free. People donate food. I brought food. Stores donate food, etc. The hall, as long as we clean up afterwards, and we always do, donates the hall for free. Okay, and then we take donations. Okay, people sign it. There's a big poster board and whatever. I got a video on my timeline. And then we take that and we give that to a local charity. All that money to a local charity. Okay. And we also give the remainder of the food to a different local charity. So we do that every year. Like I said, this is the 4th year. We're going to keep it going. So if you're interested in doing anything like that, we had a woman this year who saw it on Facebook and just contacted her and said, hey, I want to help any way I can. A couple of churches have helped out. There's a couple other people who officially have helped out, members of local groups and stuff. So I think that's the best way that I can think of to honor his memory. And like she said yesterday, people sometimes wonder why every year for Thanksgiving, one of the dishes that she makes is goulash. That was Nicholas's favorite food. He would eat that every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So take care of yourselves. I'm gonna head out here. Take care of yourselves. All my crap is online. Whatever. Um, if you have people that you can in your life, make sure that you let them know that you care about them, because you could be gone tomorrow. They could be gone tomorrow, and the last thing you want to hear is it's too late.
Yeah.
So, love y'all. Have a great afternoon. Peace. And whenever you want to holler at me, Joey, we can holler at about Steam and all that good crap. Okay. And remember, advice my mom gave me: if at first you don't succeed, keep on sucking till you do succeed. Peace.
Yep. All right. And I'd say if there's
We're
not
pretty
here.
much out of time anyway.
Not pretty much on time. Is there the Taylor still is that like cosplay craps? He didn't join us because he's working on his own cosplay, so there's that. Summer and Geek on all the places, and like I will stream like later today. Probably gonna do more Fortnite then, trying to get a win this season as well too. Haven't done that as well too, and Simpsons season. So yeah. John Brockman, you're part of another podcast, aren't you?
Dungeons and Debacles, and we'll be recording again tonight. That's 2 weeks in a row.
Nice.
Last week was the first time in 3 months.
Yeah, life happens as well too. And don't forget to check out cherrylinks.page. I don't hold on, I don't have the link readily available for me as well too. What's the link? Link to what? Dungeons and Debacles? I can like link that to you directly as well too. But like cherrylinks.page, oh okay, let me find a link to Dungeons and Debacles and like I'll like put it in here right now. Let's see, do I have it here in like a Discord server? Is all that? I have it in one. No, not Discord server. Google Docs. I have it in one of my Google Docs. I'll find it. And okay, here's the link to like the website for Dungeons and Debacles. But like honestly, Siobhan O'Connor, you can just like in your any of your podcaster apps that you use, you can like find the old like podcast the episodes of like Dungeons and Debacles as well too, and check that out. But like Joanna Roberts was like asking in her Discord server if anyone has any extra cast to like help her like get like pain medication. Let me get like her link specifically, and I'll dump that into the chat, and then that'll be it. And then like all that's left to be said is like take care of everyone, make sure you like practice self care, like do that sort of things, and like help each other out.
Hydrate, medicate.
Yes. All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.
That's not OBS. There's OBS.